Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Alrighty. So you're a brand new loan signing agent.
Yes, I haven't even had my first signing yet.
That definitely qualifies as brand new.
Yes.
So tell me, where are you at? Do you already have your commission? You have everything?
Yes, I already have my commission. I have all my equipment. I'm just waiting for jobs.
Waiting for jobs. Jobs are
Yes.
important.
Yes.
So have you signed up with any signing services? What's the deal there?
I have signed up with probably only about three. And that is because I had some issues with my printer. So I wanted to
Okay.
make sure that was resolved before I continued signing up with services. So,
That's probably one of the biggest problems that I have as a signing service owner is when I'm working with a new notary, they have a problem with their printer right when they have a signing, and then
oh,
the
wow.
whole file gets screwed up. They can't print, they can't scan. So that is definitely something you should totally get handled before you take a signing. Like definitely
Right.
get your printers good to go.
Right.
So which signing services have you signed up with?
I would have to look at my file to honestly tell you because I don't honestly remember the names of all of the ones I've signed up with. I have them on an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay. Did you sign up only with signing services or signing service portals?
Right now, I think all I've done is portals. I'm not
Okay.
sure I know the difference between the two,
Okay, so a signing service portal is something like
like
Notary
SnapDocs.
SnapDocs, Notary Dash, Signing Order is a signing service portal.
Okay, so
So
yes, I've signed up with all portals.
got it. So a signing service portal is a location where all of the signing services get their notaries from. So a
Okay,
signing service portal can probably, like, depending on which portal it is, it can have like 100 signing services.
okay,
All of them are sending notifications to notaries using that portal.
okay.
And then you have some signing services that work directly. They don't have a portal, they don't have anything. I don't know why. That's a lot of work, but there's
Hmm.
some that do it that way.
Okay. Yeah, I've done all portals so far.
Okay, so what would you say is your biggest struggle right now?
Um, well, two things. One is just the confidence because I'm nervous I'm going to mess something up.
Right.
And two is just knowing how to get myself out there.
Okay. So confidence that comes with time. You're just going to have to like jump into it. The best way that I can tell you that you can increase your confidence so you're ready to go out there is doing mock signings. I
Okay.
don't know if you have any mock refinance documents or purchase documents or something like that.
No, where could I get those?
You could probably get those from the NNA.
Oh, okay.
There's, I don't know if you took any course or something.
Yes, I did. And it was with the NNA.
Okay, did you take any other course besides the NNA?
No.
Okay. There's some courses I can recommend to you later, but the NNA will have some documents that you can get that will be mock documents. And then you sit down with someone, a family member, brother, sister, husband, wife, whatever floats your boat, and you go over them with them the documents.
Okay.
Just just practice like you would be doing a signing.
Okay.
That should help boost up your confidence. So when you're ready to take a signing, you know what you're doing.
Right.
Worst thing that can happen is when you get, which I have received that complaint before, when a notary gets to a table and they are visibly like lost. They don't know what they're doing.
Right.
So that should help boost your confidence, get you familiarized with how to do things, how the signing goes in general.
Okay.
Now, as far as getting work, I've been hearing a lot and I've noticed a lot that with rates going up, there is less work out there, but
Yeah, I've heard that too.
there is still work. Like, don't get me wrong, you're not going to be getting a crap ton of refinances like you were a year ago.
Hmm.
Because like rates were super low, everybody was trying to refinance. That's not going to happen. However, you're going to get some refinances. You're going to get purchases because people still need to buy houses. They need places to live. They want to make their dream happen, and
Right.
it's still gonna happen. The real estate market doesn't go away, right?
Right.
So the best thing you can do to get work, personally, for me, I would say direct signings is the way to go. However, you want to start off with signing service work right now,
Okay.
just because you don't want to screw up with the direct client.
Okay. So question. When you say direct signings, you mean reaching out to title companies?
Reaching out to title companies and escrow officers directly.
Okay.
The problem with that is I don't know what area you're in. Where are you from?
New Jersey.
You're in Jersey. Welcome to my territory.
Oh, you're in Jersey too?
I'm from Jersey, yeah.
Oh, what part?
North.
Oh, okay. I'm in
You're,
South Jersey.
you're in South Jersey? All right. There's a few title companies in South Jersey, right?
Okay.
Or anybody watching this in the future on YouTube, depending on your area, you might not have a lot of title companies in that area. And if you burn bridges from the beginning, it's kind of hard to recover from that. So
Right.
I wouldn't start off with title companies directly. Dip your feet in with signing services first. It might be hard to get some work in the beginning, but once they start coming, I mean, honestly, I've seen people that make $10,000 off of signing services
Oh,
per
wow.
month. So there's different routes you can go, but that's one of them, right? So
Okay.
with signing services, for you to get work, what you're gonna want to do is on the portals.
Mm-hmm.
Let's begin with portals, then we'll go to signing service directly. So on the portals, your profile needs to be like spick, spat, clean, the best possible profile ever.
Yeah, I watched one of your videos today talking about that.
Thank you. So first thing is profile pictures.
Okay.
Me personally, when I'm looking for notaries in the area, if I see if they let's say they have the same stats, right, same amount of orders, and everything's the same. Their distance from the signing is the same. I'm going to look at the profile pictures. If one has a profile picture and the other one doesn't, and I'm going to go with one that has a profile picture. If one is
Right.
professional and the other one doesn't have a professional picture, I'm going to go with the one that has. You just have to remember that the people that are looking at your profiles, they're human. They're human,
Right. Right.
and they have biases. So if you have a professional picture, they're gonna prefer going with someone who looks professional versus someone who doesn't.
Right.
Some portals, they allow you to write a description about yourself. Now, the mistake that I've seen here on this one is that there's people that have descriptions that are like a book long. I don't want to read a book. I want to, okay? I want a quick paragraph about you. I don't want to know where you were born, where you sleep, what you eat, what's your favorite
Right.
food, do you like dogs or cats? Straight to the point. What's your experience? How much work have you done? If you haven't done any work, show them that you're responsible, that you just show them that you care about the file and that you understand that files needs to be shipped out immediately, right?
Okay.
That you understand the sense of urgency.
Right.
Make sure that in the portals your documents are up to date.
Okay.
So these portals, they run on software, right? Artificial intelligence. And they're gonna look at your profile, and depending on what information you have, if your information is outdated, they're going to send the notification for the signing to someone who has an updated profile. Versus you're gonna get that notification last because your information isn't updated.
Right.
Secondly, when you get a notification for signing, always respond. Always, always, always respond. Even if you're going to click deny. Reason being is, again, software. Portals run on software. So if they see that you're responding, you're active on the portal. And they like
Okay.
that. They want you to be active on the portal.
Right.
However, if you're not responding, they're going to notice, well, crap, she's not responding. She's not active in the portal. Let's send work to people who are active.
That makes sense.
So you just have to think about it. You just have to think about how their software is run. Secondly, orders. This is where the caveat comes in, because in order for you to get more work, you need to have more orders. So that's another thing that I do compare when I'm looking at two profiles. How many orders has this person had versus how many orders has that person had? The more orders you have, the better. So in the beginning, if you start getting those cheap work that are like a waste of your time, $30, $60, whatever it is, just take them, because you need to get orders on your profile. Like, it's your resume.
Right.
Your profile is your resume. And if you have orders on your profile, the signing service can see that. They're not going to know what orders you have, what you did. They don't know if it was a refinance, purchase, or HELOC. They just know that you did an order.
Right.
And the reason that's so important is like on Notary Dash, right? I speak a lot about Notary Dash because that's where I run my signing service, and that's what I understand the most. But most portals, they're the same. So on Notary Dash, when I'm looking for a notary in a specific area, they're going to first, like by default, it's just how it is. They show me notaries who have done orders.
Okay.
It's by default. If I want to see notaries who have no or it's like a filter. If I want to see notaries who have no orders on their profile, I actually have to go into the settings and change that. And a lot of signing service owners, they don't do that. If your area has a lot of notaries and a bunch of them have orders, they're just not gonna waste their time going and trying to find somebody who has no orders.
Right.
They're just gonna go with people who have orders. That's why orders is like super, super important. So whenever you get a notification from whatever portal, again, always respond. Even if you can't do it, just click deny and take the order if you can, even if it's not worth the money. Like,
Right.
if it's a little far and you're gonna lose money on it, it's business. In the
Right. Right.
beginning, sometimes you lose money in business, but just take it so you can be ranked higher in the software.
Okay.
I dropped a lot of things on you. Have you been writing that down?
Yes, I have actually.
All right,
And I
and
have a
then
question. I have a
hit me.
question. So, you talked about the money. So I got an order today,
Okay.
which I wasn't able to do because they just didn't give me enough time. I
Okay.
got the message at 4 o'clock and it was for a 6 o'clock signing, and I was like an hour away from home. So there was no way I could print it and make it on time. So I had to,
Right.
and I did deny it. I did
Good.
respond. So,
Good.
but the order was for a loan document and it was for $50. So which I would have taken if I had the time, I would have taken it. And because my logic was just what you said, I have to, start getting some experience and
Right.
get my name out there. So I would have taken
Rank
it.
higher, yep.
But my question is $50? Because I'm on a couple different groups on Facebook, notary
Okay.
groups, and I hear people talking about offers they get, and oh no, that wasn't enough. And so is $50 something that you find to be an average price, or is it low? And also, so that's part one of the question.
Okay.
And part two, when you get something like that, can you negotiate that, or is it just kind of like, this is our price, take it or leave it?
Right. All right. So part one of your question, the $50, if that's the normal fee, that depends a lot on your area and depends on what loan document that was specifically.
Okay.
Suppose you're in a rural area and there are 3 other notaries. Your competition is nil to none.
Right.
So you can probably get away with asking more for your fee.
Okay.
Because if the other 2 aren't available, you're the only one available.
Right.
So there's no other choice. Now, if you're in an area that has a crap ton of notaries, like you kick the rock and like a bunch of notaries just start hopping out of it, or like those vans with like the little, what's it called?
The clown cars?
Yeah, the clown cars. There you go.
Yeah.
The clown cars. And then like you open up the van, a bunch of them come out. If you're in an area like that,
right,
it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to negotiate that fee up.
Okay.
Now, as far as the fees, If you got a notification for $50, I would assume that's probably a seller's package,
Okay.
right? Seller's package, I mean, depending on which company it is, it can be like maybe like 10 pages, you know,
Oh, okay.
10, 20 pages. And it's gonna take you like 15 minutes if I'm
Oh, okay.
exaggerating, you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Say it's gonna be a few signatures, like two notarizations, and you're out the door.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, I mean, if you're in a saturated area with a lot of notaries, I mean, $50 for a seller's package, I mean, it's not horrible.
Right. Okay. And
You
Jersey
can,
is definitely saturated.
New Jersey has a lot of notaries. That much
Mhm.
I can tell you. Let's say it's a refinance. I mean, that's a lot more pages, you know?
Okay.
That's 150, or I mean, it could be 100 to like 150 pages.
Oh, wow.
If you're beginning, I would definitely. It usually goes there. It usually goes out for like $75. There are some companies which I don't agree with that they're sending it out for like $65. I personally, I would never do that because it's just too much work, too many pages to pay somebody just $65.
Right.
But depending on your area, that's it's gonna be anywhere from like $75 to like 125. Normally like 75 to 100 for a refinance.
Okay.
For a purchase, you're looking at 85 to like 125.
Okay.
Again, that depends on your area. Again, if you have an area that's it's three people, you could probably get paid like 150 for it
Okay.
easy for like a
Okay.
purchase, and then like 125 for a refinance, easy, no problem.
Okay.
So that would depend on your area. And then your second part of the question was
Oh, you already answered my second part of the question.
answered both of them. Awesome.
Yes, but I do have another question.
Hit me.
So earlier you said something about a scanner. I have a laser printer, but it's not a scanner. But I do have a second printer that's not a laser printer that does have a scanner. So could I use both of them? Like use one for my printing and one for scanning?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Um, what the only thing I have to say about that is you have a dual tray printer. Is the one tray?
I actually have 4 trays.
Damn. Okay. Is it one of like commercial printers?
No, it's not a commercial print. Well, I don't know if it's commercial. I don't consider it commercial because at my
Okay.
day job, our printers are huge. And this is a small printer that I actually have sitting on a file cabinet. It just so
Nice.
happens that I bought it used. And it
Right.
just so happens that the gentleman got 2 extra trays for it. So I was able to get a I only paid $25 for it,
That's a hell of a
including,
deal.
yeah, including all the trays. So, and
That's
it
a
works
hell of a deal.
perfectly well. Yeah, he just wanted to get rid of it. So I got lucky with that.
I should have met this man. So the only thing I have to say about that is your second printer, it has a all in it's like an all-in-one, it has a scanner bed on top, something like that.
Yes, yes.
All right. Those printers with the scanner beds on top are notoriously slow for scanning.
Oh, okay.
So if you have like 150 pages to scan, you're gonna be there for a while.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
sometimes they don't fit the full 100 like and 50 pages on the scanner bed. Maybe you have to like put 25 pages. Now
Okay.
you're stuck there, standing in front of your printer, waiting for the 25 pages to go through so you can put another 25 and then another
Right,
25 until
right.
you're done with the 150. My personal recommendation for that is for you to get a separate scanner. You
Okay.
don't have to, you're beginning right now. Just dip your feet in the water, but as soon as you're able to and you have some money that you've stored aside, you save some money and you can reinvest it into your business, get a separate scanner. I have an Epson ES400, right? It fits like 90 pages in the scanner,
Okay.
and it scans that thing like the 90 pages, it'll scan it no problem, 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
Pages just go zoop, 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 just
Okay.
one, two, three. And then I'm done with like 150 pages in like 5 minutes. No problem.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It'll
Awesome.
save you
Thank you.
it'll save you a crap ton of time.
Okay.
Especially when you have back-to-back orders and like one order requires a scan back, you need to scan it and then get on the road again.
Right.
Having a fast scanner is going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to allow you to get more work.
Okay.
And then with time, when you're able to, there's people that they put their printers and their scanner inside the car, and I mean, and then damn, like you're getting like a crap ton of orders. Like you can print on the go, scan on the go.
How do
A
you
lot of
do
fun.
that though in the car?
Never done it myself.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a lot of work,
That
but
sounds complicated.
hey, yeah. I mean, I've like you have to get a converter for your connection to your car, then add your printer to it. I mean, there's ways to do it. I have to look
Okay.
into it. I can't give you all the details on that one.
Okay.
But hey, if you can do that in the future, I mean, then you can take orders like 24/7 because your printer's
Right.
in the car, your scanner's in the car.
Right.
But that's pretty much what I have to say about your scanner. When you can reinvest into something that can scan really quickly, so you can save yourself time.
Okay.
Any other questions about printing, scanning?
Not right now, no.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to just come back and touch base one more time on the portals.
Okay.
One thing that you want to do after you get an order and you finish an order
Mm-hmm.
is call up the signing service,
Mm-hmm.
search search up what the signing service was, Google them up, find their phone number, give them a call, and ask them to leave you a review. I have a
Okay.
video about that.
I saw that one too.
I can't stress it enough how important reviews are. Like, again, I'll make the comparison. I have two people. They both have profile pictures. They both have descriptions about themselves. That's not a book long, it's a paragraph. Their profile is up to date with their documents. However, one has a really amazing review and the other one has a crap review.
Yeah.
Or one has no, I mean, crap review, you're done. If you have anything than like less than like 4 stars, you're honestly, if you have anything less than like 4.5 stars, you're done.
Right.
Because there's a bunch of other notaries in your area that have 5 stars.
Right. Right.
Why would I go with someone with 4.5 when I see someone that has 5?
That's the truth. And that makes perfect sense to me because I know when I'm shopping or whatever, I always look at reviews. So that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Why would you go with someone with the lower review when you got someone with the
Mhm.
better review?
Yep.
And then the nail on your coffin, if this were ever to happen, is if somebody leaves you a written review. Like on Notary Dash, the person can leave you stars, but if they're feeling it, they can also leave you written reviews.
Mm.
And if they say something bad about you, I mean, forget about it.
Right.
I can't count how many times I've looked at an area for notaries, and then I see someone with a written bad review. Notary forgot to drop off documents for cutoff. Notary printed documents with smudges. They didn't scan documents. Like, can't count how many times I've just deactivated Notary, never even called them, never even spoke with them. Don't know who they are. I don't know if they're good people, bad people, but just because
Right.
of the review, I'm like, okay, not working with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you have to get into the mind of like the signing service owner. That's one thing that's very important. Like you have to remember what they're looking at, what they're checking, and that's the major things. So always call them and if like be communicative and always call them and ask for reviews, especially written reviews. If they can leave you a written review in the portal, I mean, and somebody else reads that, you're golden. Like
Okay.
I've literally seen a notary that I work with. I do work with new notaries, by the way. So I do work with new notaries, and I can't count like how many. Like, let me give you an example, right? There was this notary that I worked with in New York. She had 0 orders, brand new notary. Profile picture was good. Her description was great. She again, she didn't have orders, she didn't have stars, but the her documents were up to date, right? I give her her first order. I leave her a review, a 5 star and a written review. And then a few months later, I have an order in her area. And then I check her profile and she has 100 orders. I can't stress enough the importance of reviews and how many orders you have.
Okay.
It's hard to actually work with her now because like she's always busy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that sucks. She was really good. But that's what I'm trying to say. Just get into the mind of the signing service owner and make sure your profile speaks back.
Okay.
And you're bound to get orders. Now, as far as getting more orders as a new notary, you're gonna want to do a few things, right? First, sign up with a bunch of portals.
Right.
I mean, not like there's a bunch of portals. Call up a bunch of signing services.
Okay.
Call them up and be like, "Hey, my name is this. I would love to work with you." Honestly, if I'm being honest with you, the best way to do this, like the calling them,
Mm-hmm.
is when you get a notification for a signing.
Okay.
When you get a notification for a signing, look up what signing service sent it to you, and then call them up. Be
Okay.
like, "Hey, I just got a notification for a signing in my area from you guys. I would love to handle this closing for you. I can assure you, you're going to have no errors on your documents, and I'll drop it off at. I'll make cutoff on time, and it's not going to give you guys headaches, right? Something along those lines. I mean, just off the
Right.
top of my head, like make your own script or something,
Mm-hmm.
but something along those lines. I've had at least in the last 6 months, maybe like I think it was 2 people that did that. I sent out a notification and then they called me immediately after that they got the notification and then they asked to be assigned and they gave me like a spiel around like that like I would
Mm-hmm.
love to be assigned, like I'm not going to give you any errors, and I assigned them on the spot. Reason I do that is like if you're taking the initiative to call me, I mean I appreciate that. Like I really do admire that. Most
Right.
people they just get the notification and they just sit there and wait. Uh, that's not business. You got to take
Right. Right.
action. Like you got to
Right.
go after it. You get that notification, call them up and be like, "Hey, I would love to be assigned to the file."
Okay.
You're showing initiative. You're showing them that you're in it to win it, and people admire that. I admire that at least. I mean, both people that called me, I always assign them.
Okay. That's awesome to know.
But yeah, as far as like calling them up to introduce yourself, yeah, I've found over time that that may work. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it has worked in the past, right? Where you
Mm-hmm.
call them up and ask to be one of their preferred closers. It's just time extensive, and a lot of them are just going to tell you that they're going to add you to their preferred closer list, but they're just ignoring. You know, they just want to get off the phone because they're busy.
Right. Right.
They're busy, so they're just going to tell you what you want to hear just to get you off the phone. So the best way to do it is get an order, call them up, and tell them you want to be assigned. That's like probably your best way to guarantee yourself assignment.
Okay.
But again, sign up with the crap ton of signing services, right? All the portals. Every signing service, not every, but like a bunch of signing services have their own sign up form. Fill that out, send it to them. Keep it organized. If you're not getting any, like, if you have a CRM, like a customer relationship manager thing, whatever it's called, that's even better. Like, keep it organized. Know who you signed up with, and if you haven't received signings from them, reach out to them after like a month or two.
Right.
Like, hey, it's a long term business, right? So you got to think long term. Reach out to them. Be like, hey, I haven't received any work from you. I'm really interested in working with you. I can guarantee you guys error-free signing. I have a dual tray printer. I have Epson ES400 scanner. I've been doing this since yada yada yada. I've had yada 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 orders. I would love to work with you guys. How can we make that happen?
Right.
Something along those lines, right?
Okay.
But just keep track of who you're signing up with and then follow up with them on time.
Okay.
Since you're new, it'd be at least like per month signing up with like 100 signing services.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's your goal, right? Like aim high.
Yes,
Shoot for,
definitely.
what is it? Shoot for the stars, you might hit the moon.
Yep, exactly.
Aim high. Sign up with the crap ton as many as you can and keep track of it so you can follow up with them later. I mean, the money is in the follow up, right? Follow up, follow up, follow up. I mean, a month later, you have no orders from them, just shoot them an email, give them a call. Eventually, you're going to get something.
Okay.
Any other
Sounds good.
questions?
So social media.
Right.
Do you use it? And if so, how do you use it for your business?
Social media. All right. So social media is perfect for title companies.
Okay.
So if the people at the table are comfortable, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with this one. If
Hmm.
they're comfortable, you're gonna want to take like a selfie that you're at the table, at the closing table. If they allow you, take a picture of them signing their documents, and then post it on social media, Instagram, Facebook, mostly Instagram. LinkedIn is a very important one.
Okay.
Reason being is I've heard of a few signing title companies that once they see that you have like when they see a few pictures on your profile
Hmm.
and you reach out to them and via like you DM them,
Right.
message them directly via social media and just introduce yourself and tell them that you're interested in working with them. And then they check your profile and they see, oh crap, she's has like 100 pictures of her doing signings. They're gonna know that you're not new. You're
Right.
not some random notary who just started, doesn't know what they're doing, and they just want to get business from title, right? They're gonna see
Right.
100 orders on your. It's like it'll be like your version of the portal.
Okay.
Like they can see how many orders you've done. It's 100 freaking posts, 100 different people. She's done a few orders.
Right. Right.
She's qualified to work with us.
Okay.
That's how I would handle social media. The most important ones are probably Instagram and LinkedIn. I mean, connect your Facebook to your Instagram because when you post on Instagram, you can just send it over to Facebook automatically.
Yeah, I have that set up right now. I just sometimes am unsure of what I should be posting because since I haven't done any signings yet, I can't post pictures. And then, I try to post like different information about what notaries can do and what they can't do, things like that.
Right.
So, but I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of engagement at this point.
The best thing you could do is take pictures at the signing table when you do have orders. But that's like a long-term play, and
Right.
that's just it's like reviews. It's your social proof, you
Okay.
know?
Hmm.
It's it's gonna show the title company that you are not new. It'll be your version of a review.
Okay.
And I mean, if you do general notary work as well, and you have like a Google page, a Google, is it still a Google page? I think it is because Google changed it. It's like there's no Google's like app
Oh,
for your business. You control it directly from Google Maps or just Google search directly. But if you have like a Google page, you can always ask people to leave your reviews there as well. And
okay.
then like post it on your social media that you got this review, you know? But the most important thing is posting pictures of you doing signings so you can show title companies that you know what you're doing.
Okay. Sounds good.
All
Thank
right.
you. Yep. Let me
Anyway, any other way I can help your business?
let me see. Social media, getting hired. Oh, remote online notary. What do you know about that? What do you think about it?
We're both in Jersey. So I can tell you that that's still like a gray area in Jersey.
I thought so because I kind of read some stuff on National Notary, and
Right.
then I read some stuff elsewhere. So I was like, okay, can I do it? Can I not do it?
I mean, maybe in a year or two or like a few months when
Hmm.
people are watching this video, it's like at least I'm talking about Jersey here.
Right, right,
It's
right.
allowed, right? Um, we we're technically allowed to do it. However, we don't have the software to do it. Like
Oh,
they're
okay.
like they still haven't like placed the rules. Like we're not there yet, at least. That's all I
Okay.
can. When I get there, I'll probably make a video about it and like show people how to do it, but we're not there yet. However, there's different states like Virginia where I have worked with notaries who do remote online notaries and they handle the
Oh,
whole
okay.
files online. It's a pain in the behind,
Oh, is it?
my
Okay.
opinion. At least the thing with it is like if you get like an old couple and they're not very tech savvy,
Mm-hmm.
then you're trying to walk them through how to sign documents on the computer.
Okay.
Then like they just don't know what button to click and you're wasting like crap ton of time with that. If you get
Right.
younger people, I mean, it'll be 1, 2, 3. It should be quick, but you know, you never know who you're gonna get at the table.
Right. 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 Okay.
Anything else? I know you have a
No.
list there.
Yeah, you've pretty much covered everything on my list. Let me make sure. Yeah, you've pretty much covered everything for me.
Awesome.
I
All right,
appreciate it.
you got it. You have a good one. So if you need anything else, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Okay.
You have my social media on Facebook. We're already
Yep.
connected there. Feel free to text me. If you have any doubts, if you're struggling in some way, reach out.
Okay. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Have a good one.
All right. You too.
Bye.